to introduce solid food for your baby and how to introduce. This is a very big confusion that a lot of mothers of babies do have. So in this video, let me quickly explain when to know whether your baby is ready to start solid food and how to start giving your baby solid food. Hi, I am Saranya, a pregnancy coach and a life coach for mothers. I'm the founder of Babypedia and I have experience of more than 6 years guiding mothers. So when should you start giving your baby solid food? So ideally you should wait till your baby has completed 6 months or 180 days after birth. If your baby was born preterm, then discuss it with your pediatrician and wait for 180 days from their adjusted age or from when they were supposed to be born, that is the estimated due date. Wait for 160 days 180 days, because that is when usually they will be able to reach their milestones. So how do you know if your baby is ready and is capable of digesting solid food? Well, there are some signs of readiness. The first one, your baby should be able to sit upright for at least a few seconds at a time without any support. Second, your baby should have that interest for food. So whenever your baby sees solid food, they should try to grab it, put it into their mouth. They see an adult eating, they try to mimic the chewing action. All these are signs that your baby is ready for food. But when does your baby get all this? Your baby has to be exposed to seeing other people eating. So in many households, one mistake we do is baby is breastfed, baby plays outside while the others are eating. So when your baby completes around 4 to 5 months, slowly let your baby be in the dining area and let your baby observe adults eating solid food. Only when they are exposed to this type of eating will they become interested in food. The next thing is they should be able to hold their neck and their head upright. Their neck should have good control. This is an indicator that they are able to swallow without getting choked. So please ensure that all these signs are there before you start introducing solid food to your baby. So how do you start? There are two different methods of teaching your baby how to eat by themselves. The first one is where you make the food, prepare the food and you feed your baby. It could be using a spoon, it could be with your hands. But whatever the method is, always ensure that the consistency of the food that you are giving should be like thick curd. When you take it in the spoon, it should stand, it should not be too runny, it shouldn't be too watery, because that dilutes all the nutrients that your baby is going to be getting. And when your baby reaches around 8 to 9 months, when they get this strong chewing reflex, it is recommended that you help your baby to start eating by themselves or self-feeding. The second method is called baby-led weaning or self-feeding, where from day one of introducing solid food, you encourage your baby to feed themselves. How can you do that? You can either take pureed food, take it in a spoon, give the spoon to your child to hold, and let your child learn to navigate and take the spoon to their mouth. It will be messy, yes. Your baby will have some couple of misses where the spoon goes this side, that side, they drop it down, the spoon lands in their mouth, but then the food comes out. All this is pretty normal. It's a part of their learning curve of coordinating the food, taking it in their hand and putting it into their mouth and learning to chew. Give them a few days and very soon they will become beautifully adept at taking the food in their spoon and putting it into their mouth. Or the second thing that you can do to help them learn how to self-feed is give them finger food. So any vegetable, carrots, beetroots, potatoes, you can cut it out like the size of your finger and steam it well. It should be in a consistency where your baby is able to hold it, but when you press, it is soft enough for them to bite and chew. And place a couple of sticks in front of your baby or give it in their hand. Let them take it to their mouth, and they can start learning how to bite it, how to chew it, and taste and relish their food. Whichever method you follow, always remember the 8th to 9th month babies have a very strong chewing reflex. So at that time, when you start to give them proper solid food to chew, it is very beneficial for them and they will learn the proper art of chewing and swallowing their food. You can also start off with proper solid food. You don't have to give them any liquids like dal water, juices, because all that is very diluted nutrition and it is only going to fill up your baby's stomach with water. Also, as long as your baby is breastfeeding, please understand that breast milk or formula is the major source of nutrition for your baby till 1 year of age. Then why give solid foods? Because that is when their chewing reflex is strong, their taste buds are getting active. So at this time, our main aim is to introduce them to different types of taste, texture and flavor of food, and also teaching them the art of eating by themselves. Always, if you are breastfeeding, always breastfeed 30 to 40 minutes before you give solids, and then give them solids 30 to 40 minutes after. And in the first month, introduce only one proper meal. Second month, you can add on another. Third month, you can add on the third meal. By 1 year, if your baby is on 3 full meals and 2 snacks, that's a good sign. So breast milk again is the main source of nutrition. Do not try to force feed your baby to eat more than what they are eating, because that will lead to a bad connection with food for them, and they may start having a lot of food aversions and they will stop eating properly because of that. I hope this video gave you a lot of clarity on when and how to introduce solid food to your baby. Take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this with another mother who will make use of it. Take care. I will see you soon in another interesting video. This is Saranya.